Welcome to Proverb a Day, Proverbs 30 for Day 30. Verse 1. The words of Agur, the son of Jakeh, his utterance. This man declared to Ithiel and Ukal. How you doing, Mikey? We're reading. You want to read the notes to verse 1? It reads like this. The origin of these sayings is not clear. Nothing is known about Agur except that he was a wise teacher who may have come from Lemuel's kingdom. It says to also see the note on chapter 31, verse 1. Verse 2, surely I am more stupid than any man, and do not have the understanding of a man. I neither learned wisdom, nor have knowledge of the Holy One. Who has ascended into heaven, or descended? Who has gathered the wind in his fists? Who has bound the waters in a garment? Who has established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is his son's name, if you know? The notes on verses 2 through 4. Because God is infinite, certain aspects of his nature will always remain a mystery. Compare these questions with the questions God asked Jacob in Job 38, chapter 38 through 41. Specifically, the note on verse 4 reads, some scholars feel that the Son referred to is the Son of God, the pre-incarnate being of the Messiah who, before the foundation of the earth, participated in creation. Colossians chapter 1, verse 16 and 17 teaches that through Christ, the world was created. Verse 5. Every word of God is pure. He is a shield to those who put their trust in him. Do not add to his words, lest he rebuke you, and you be found a liar. Verse 7. Two things I request of you. Deprive me not before I die. Remove falsehood and lies far from me. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with the food allotted to me, lest I be full and deny you, and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal, and profane the name of my God. That's right. How did you know? You're right. The note on verse 7 through 9. Having too much money can be dangerous, but so can having too little. Yeah. Being poor can in fact be hazardous to spiritual as well as physical health. On the other hand, being rich is not the answer. As Jesus pointed out, rich people have trouble getting into God's kingdom. You can see that in Matthew chapter 19, verses 23 and 24. Like Paul, we can learn how to live whether we have little or plenty. See that in Philippians 4, verse 12. But our lives are more likely to be effective if we have neither poverty or riches, nor riches. Verse 10. Do not malign a servant to his master, lest he curse you, and you be found guilty. There is a generation that curses its father and does not bless its mother. There is a generation that is pure in its own eyes. It is not washed from its filthiness. There is a generation... Oh, how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. The note on that verse, this phrase refers to prideful and haughty people who look down on others. Verses 11 through 14 contain a fourfold description of arrogance. Verse 14. There is a generation whose teeth are like swords, and whose fangs are like knives, to devour the poor from off the earth, and the needy from among men. The leech has two daughters. Give and give. There are three things that are never satisfied. Four never say enough. First, we're going to read that note on verse 15. Three things, four, is a poetic way of saying the list is not complete. The writer of these proverbs is observing the world with delighted interest. Verses 15 through 30 are an invitation to look at nature from the perspective of a keen observer. Again, there are three things that are never satisfied, four never say enough. The grave, the barren womb, the earth that is not satisfied with water, and fire never says enough. The eye that mocks his father and scorns obedience to his mother, the ravens of the valley will pick it out, and the young eagles will eat it. There are three things which are too wonderful for me, yes, four which I cannot understand. The way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent on a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea, and the way of a man with a virgin. This is the way of an adulterous woman. She eats and wipes her mouth, and says, I have done no wickedness. That was my wife you just saw there. For three things the earth is perturbed. Yes, four it cannot bear up. For a servant when he reigns, a fool when he's filled with food, a hateful woman when she is married, and a maidservant who succeeds her mistress. There are four things which are little on earth, but they are exceedingly wise. The ants are a people not strong. They prepare their food in the summer, yet they prepare their food in the summer. The locusts have no king, yet they all advance in ranks. The spider skillfully grasps with his hands, and it is in kings' palaces. There are three things which are majestic in pace. Yes, four which are stately in walk. The note on verses 24 through 28. Ants can teach us about preparation. Badgers about wise building. Locusts about cooperation and order. And spiders about fearlessness. Those are the four. Verse 29. These three things which are majestic in pace, yes, four which are stately in walk. A lion which is mighty among beasts, and does not turn away from any. A greyhound, a male goat also, and a king whose troops are with him. If you have been foolish in exalting yourself, or if you have devised evil, put your hand on your mouth. For as the churning of milk produces butter, and wringing of the nose produces blood, so the forcing of wrath produces strife. That's Proverbs 30 for Proverb of the Day. Proverb of the Day. Have a blessed day. Hope you enjoyed.